Thank you, Ruben, for having me once again in your program. It's been a long time. Well, first of all, like all other governments in the history of Nigeria, in the last 2 years, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration has scored some positive points on a number of areas, and there are problems and challenges in also a number of areas. I come from Kaduna State, which is in the northwestern part of Nigeria. Of particular urgent and important interest to us is security. Our region has been faced with banditry and terror attacks for almost over a decade. And specifically in my own state, there are parts of the states that were virtually inaccessible because they have been under the control of bandits. And this has always been the case in Niger, Katsina, Zamfara, parts of Sokoto State, and Kebbi State. And as we know in the past, attacks and kidnapping, specifically on schools, and extortion of ransom was almost a daily or weekly affair. There are still challenges going on now, but I can't remember the last time when we have gotten reports where students were kidnapped and ransom were extorted. If you can remember, in my own area state, there was attack on Greenfield University, Bethel Baptist High School, even the Nigerian Defense Academy, Polytechnic in Zaria, and other southern Kaduna were all under attacks. But for now, things have calmed down. But that does not mean the security issues are virtually solved, but we can see improvement in that aspect of it. And then secondly, we have seen that the states now have more resources, which of course has been said to be part of the dividend of the rumble of subsidy, which of course Nigerians are suffering as a result of rise in cost of living. So there are clearly an evident allocation of more funds to the states, which we have been seeing in a number of places. But I can say that in security, he has scored a lot, but we still have challenges. And on matters of the economy, people are still paying through their noses, but projects are going on at the state level. And then when you pick on the area of education, we have also seen funding going to the primary and secondary schools level within our own parts of the country. And I can also say that for the first time in the history of Nigeria, we have seen some reforms which were unthinkable. And it has been in the history of any country. No leader should dare initiate or trigger reforms and expect himself to be loved and clapped by all. Reforms comes with price, with consequences, with pains and suffering. And the public view about reforms will change only when it starts bearing fruits. So as far as I'm concerned, the government in a number of areas has achieved, and there are also areas which not much has been achieved, and that is where